Hey everybody, welcome in the kitchen with Tally Faye. I got my main squeeze here, Buzz, cooking for me tonight.
Yeah.
Tell them what you doing, baby.
I'm gonna grill us some fish tonight. Now this is some red snapper fillets that our son caught on one of his offshore trips out in the Gulf, and he was generous enough to give us a package of it. So I'm fixing to cook it up. I'm gonna grill it. It's my favorite way to make it. One of my favorite saltwater fishes. So, first thing I'm gonna do, I've got them laid out here on a piece of foil. I'm gonna take I've got about a half a stick of margarine and probably a tablespoon of lemon juice all mixed up in there. I'm gonna take that, I'm gonna
mop it on there,
mop,
huh? Just mop it on. Melted butter and lemon juice. And really ain't no science on that. You just got you. That's just how much you did for this amount of fillets, kind of.
And I mean, you can season this up any way you want to. I like to use a little bit of the Tony Chachere's. Tally calls it man salt.
That's right. It's the man salt, y'all. I'm telling you.
Just a little dusting of that on there. And I've got some dill, some fresh dill chopped up here. I'm going to put just a little bit of that. I don't want too much on it.
You don't want to go too heavy on it?
Nah.
Just where you get like a little
light
taste of it here and there.
There's just a hair more on there.
And this is red snapper, right, baby?
Yes, ma'am. Actually,
one of
my favorite saltwater fishes. Now, I'm fixing to turn it over and do the same thing on the other side. Now, I've got this on a piece of foil because I'm gonna cook it on the grill, and you know my grill it's expanded metal grate, so yeah, and I don't want this to stick to it.
So you're just gonna put it on there on the foil like that?
On the foil. I'm just gonna pick the foil up off of this cookie sheet here and set it on there. I want to set it off the fire. Now I've got a pretty good sized fire going, pretty hot fire. I'm thinking run about 350 degrees. But and this fish does not take long. So I don't want it directly over the fire. I want to set it over to the side a little bit. And I'm going to give it about 10 minutes and then I'll turn it over.
So you're not putting it directly over the flames?
No, I'm setting it over to the side. So it'll still get the heat, and I leave it open so it gets the smoke, because that smoke adds a lot of flavor to it. But I don't want it directly over the hot flame. So I'm fixing to go put this on there, and we'll look at it here in a little bit.
All right, looks good, babe. All right, where we at on it now, baby?
All right, well, I've got it on the pit. It's been on there for about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I'm fixing to open it up, turn it over. Mop it with just a little bit more of the lemon and butter and dill. So I've got it on the foil. I have my fire on this side and my fish over here. I don't want to right over it. But you see it's starting to turn a little white, starting to come apart there just a little bit. So I'm just going to turn it over here and put a little more of that lemon and butter on it, and dill.
And then let it for how
much?
And
leave it on here. I'm gonna leave it another at least 10-15 minutes. You got to keep an eye on it. You don't want to overcook it, but
what, that dries it out or what?
Well, yeah, I guess a little bit. You just okay. You want it just right, and it doesn't take long. It really doesn't. Like I said, 10-15 minutes.
That was 10 minutes there, yeah.
Yep. So.
And you turned it over. Now you're gonna let it finish, kind of smoking on that.
Close it back up and let it finish cooking.
All right.
And now this is my pit. This was built back right around 1980, give or take a year, for my mother. Her name was Dolene, and she gave it to me about 30 years ago, and I've cooked a lot of meals on it. So.
And you just put your thermometer on it.
Yeah, well, just kind of see what I'm cooking at. I've got it. It'll come back up right around 350 degrees. That's what we're cooking at. So
Yeah.
give it another 10-15 minutes. We'll take it off.
All right, looking good, baby. Y'all, it's hot and dry out here. Look, everything's brown. It's all brown. Got a little bit of green up around the house, but only where I'm watering at. Bring us some rain, Lord.
Amen.
All right, we got the finished product.
That's
right?
it. That's a red snapper fillets. I left them on there for about 30 minutes. They're a little bit thicker. You know, you kind of got to judge it yourself as far as the...
Oh, I did some bad video in there. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, this is my red snapper here, grilled.
Either way, you took it out there, you grilled it for 10 minutes on that side. We got that part of it.
It took about 30 minutes total. Because it's a little bit thicker than a lot of the fish. You just got to kind of watch it and keep, kind of judge it as you go. But
yeah.
I left it open where the smoke can get to it. I think it's going to be excellent.
It looks good. I know that. Look at that, y'all. You go, baby. Thank you. Thank you again.
You bet.
All right, we fixing to have some grilled red snapper. Thanks to Buzz. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time in the kitchen with Tally Faye.